Good morning. We're in Las Vegas. Can you fill holes in tiles? Yes, you can. So here's one way you could do it. We got grout that matched the existing grout. And what we did is we filled all the large holes, which are caused by lime pops. And what happens is when they make these tiles in Mexico, they add lime to them in big tumblers and mixers. And what happens is the lime stays in chunks sometimes and it doesn't dissolve. So what happens is over time, when you start to live on your floor and you get moisture and stuff on it, it kind of activates them and makes them pop, and it kind of breaks the surface off. I've tried putties. I've tried, the putties look artificial. They don't look real. It's hard to get the color. So yeah, you filled the hole, but now it looks like a piece of plastic or something weird. So what I think looks the best, and I find most of my clients like as well, is that we just fill it with the natural grout, and then you just come back and kind of wipe it, and then what'll happen is that'll dry out and it'll look like, the grout, like a filled hole. And I think personally this is the best way to do it, to have the best look, and it just matches. Like I said, it's like impossible to make like a little putty or a little dough, or a little what's that, like wall patch or something like that. Most of your floors are going to have some of these, not a lot. So like I said, this is the bit, and then like you can see here, there's a really large one there. That thing's freaking huge. That was probably like a really big chunk of it. So yes, you could fill holes in tiles. It's just really, is it acceptable to you or not? Some people may not like that. They want you to rip them out and replace them because they want each tile to be perfect. So I've had every experience doing this, and I've done all of it. So I've ripped some of these out before, or 99% of the time, though, people are happy to just fill. They just don't want the gap where dirt and stuff can get in it. It draws your eye away from the beauty of the floor. Can you put grout over grout? Sure you can. In some instances you can. So what's happening here is when this floor was originally put in and grouted, the people that put it in didn't pack the grout in really good enough. So in areas where they didn't pack it all the way in, over time it got weak and just kind of collapsed and fell out. So in this instance, I'm just going to fill the hole, wipe away the excess. Now, putting grout over grout is what in the industry of the tile installers and grout guys, they call a skim coat. So you're putting a skim coat on top of the surface of this. And so you can see how level this is to the tile already. So imagine trying to put, an 1/8 of an inch, a 1/16, a really thin layer on here. Eventually over time, it'll just come off and pop off and won't hold up. So if you're gonna put grout over grout, it has to be really, really recessed, and you have to have at least a good gap enough to get it in there. And then most important of everything is you're gonna wanna clean it first to make sure there's no oils, greases, loose grout. You want it to be as clean and as dried out and as anything loose as possible. So yes, you can put grout over grout. I don't recommend it, especially like in showers and areas like that. Your best bet is to cut it out and just re-grout those particular areas, or that type of thing. So like us, subscribe, share, stay informed. And yes, you can put a skim coat over grout, but it's not recommended. It won't hold up, and it's kind of a faster, cheaper way, or a cheaper way to do it, in my opinion. The best way is to cut it out, refill. Like, so for instance, say you wanted to really just fill this whole thing, you'd want to cut it from or we're in a shower or something like that and the grout's really bad. You just want to cut from tile to tile and patch it. Leave all the strong stuff, just cut out the areas that are weak. Try to match your grout as close as you can, and then it should look all right. Like us, subscribe, share, stay informed. Have a good day.